The upcoming iOS 17 update from Apple brings a range of exciting new features for iPhone users. Among these advancements, users can finally download and use third-party apps, integrate AR/VR headsets seamlessly, and use new simplified commands with Siri. Discover the incredible capabilities of iOS 17 in this video and take your iPhone experience to the next level.
They knew exactly where to hit us.
AR/VR integration. It's common knowledge that Apple is gearing up to release a new VR/AR headset later this year, with some reports suggesting that it's one of the company's top priorities. Given Apple's penchant for tight integration and ecosystem, we anticipate that the release will have a ripple effect on some of the features in the iOS 17 update. One recent example of this is the launch of a new app for the Apple Watch Ultra that allows users to pair their watches with their iPhones seamlessly. A similar integration is therefore expected for the AR/VR headset, with native apps like Reminders, Mail, and Fitness being adapted to work seamlessly in the AR/VR environment. Additionally, Apple will be working on other integrations and adding new features to CarPlay, and we will cover that in more detail later in this video.
Good? Yeah, sounds good.
Siri. Apple's upcoming iOS 17 update includes a noteworthy but minor adjustment to its voice assistant. To simplify user experience and stay competitive with other virtual assistants, the company plans to alter the wake word for Siri. Rather than having to say, "Hey Siri," to activate the assistant, users will now be able to simply say Siri followed by their command. This revised wake-up phrase bears a resemblance to Amazon's Alexa, which operates using a similar prompt. While Google does not offer this particular feature, it does allow for easy follow-up questions, making it more user-friendly.
Fucking interesting, man. That's fucking interesting.
Plus,
Third-party apps. Apple has staunchly opposed third-party apps and side-loading on its products for years. In a 2021 report titled "Building a Trusted Ecosystem for Millions of Apps," a threat analysis of side-loading, the company emphasized its commitment to fighting against this practice, stating that supporting side-loading would compromise the privacy and security protections of the iOS platform, leaving users vulnerable to serious security risks. However, in what appears to be a departure from this stance, Apple is now set to introduce third-party apps, likely as a response to new guidelines from the European Union's Digital Market Act. If third-party apps are indeed allowed on iPhones, Apple will join Google, which already offers this feature for Android users. Despite this change in direction, Bloomberg journalist Mark Gurman reports that Apple is taking measures to ensure that side-loading does not compromise the security of its products. Apple is discussing the idea of mandating certain security requirements for third-party apps, even if they are distributed outside of its store. He indicated, to help protect against unsafe apps, Apple is discussing the idea of mandating certain security requirements even if the software is distributed outside its store. Such apps also may need to be verified by Apple, a process that could carry a fee. Within the App Store, Apple takes a 15% to 30% cut of revenue. It will be quite interesting to see whether Apple will delay the side-loading update until 2024, when the act actually comes into effect. To stay informed on future developments, we recommend subscribing to our channel and enabling notifications to avoid missing out on important updates.
Don't forget to like.
CarPlay updates. As mentioned earlier, we do expect some minor updates on the Apple CarPlay in vehicles. Last year, the company announced that its iPhones would be integral in revolutionizing the use of CarPlay in vehicles. At the 2022 Developers Conference, there was a preview of some deeper integration with vehicles, which allowed for car functions like volume and the radio to be controlled through CarPlay.
There's an opportunity for iPhone to play an even more important role. We've been working with automakers to reinvent the in-car experience across all of the drive.
And we could yet see further improvements when the update is released. Specifically, we expect the new update to allow Apple to add some widgets and support for multiple displays. How excited are you about this? Share with us in the comments section.
Be cool.
Good.
iOS 17 unveiling and release timeline? As in previous years, we anticipate the official unveiling of iOS 17 at this year's Developers Conference, though an exact date has yet to be announced. Historically, the conference has been held in the first week of June, so it's likely that we'll see the same timing this year. Alongside iOS 17, Apple will also showcase the latest operating systems for iPhone, iPad, Mac, Apple TV, and Apple Watch. Once unveiled, Apple will immediately begin beta testing the software with developers before a public release. We anticipate that the public version will be fully released in September, coinciding with the launch of the iPhone 15 lineup. Regarding which devices will receive the update, we expect that the iPhone lineup for 2023 will be included, as well as models from the iPhone XR onward. However, older models from 2017 or earlier, such as the iPhone 8, iPhone 8 Plus, and iPhone X, will not receive the new update. This aligns with Apple's standard practice of cutting off support for devices after around 5 years. So essentially, these are the main features coming to the iOS 17, based on the leaks we have so far. Speaking of leaks, there are a number of them have been released on the iPhone 15, and all the details can be found in our next video. It will help you make a decision on whether you should purchase the iPhone 15, so make sure to watch it.